54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
You gonna see me and you know me.
Super. Hey, watch this.
To throw is gone. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
To the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mosley. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. Okay, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
2 yards, good enough for first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. Best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Lance. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Niners are on the board here first in the season opener.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming. Out, 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 out. Hey, alert 3.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That's into a crowd. Intercepted. Picked up by the safety. Jaworski trying. And they have the football. It was settled sharp at the 33-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 44, 44, Mike, 44. There we go.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check, 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 check.
Lance now on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Walker is in on the stop. Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Jody Sly is set to kick off.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Super! We own them! Switch!
Now gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 24, Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
What we got? 44, Mike, 44.
Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 9, Lance getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key is going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
He's tapping you. Check 9, check 9. I'm telling you, big and fury.
Lance looking to throw it. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Let's go. 53.
65, 44.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Niners 17, Lions nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. This is Miller, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Kill.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 15-yard line.
17-0 our score after 1.
Niners 17, Lions nothing.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Check, 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 check. Check 99. Check 99.
Gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Watch the edge.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Gone. His throw caught at about the 5. But he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mike 54. Come on, D.
Go, 76. 76.
Hot, hot. Shoot.
Turbo set.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Whirling.
Kill. Hey, turn it.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it won't be easy.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
57. Mike, 57.
Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On play action, Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, Lance. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles? Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Here we go. 48, come on. Here we go. Check. 10 seconds.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mike 48. Reverse.
Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
44, Mike, 44.
Lance going to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Now Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Super one.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Come on, QB, come on. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. DC. He's coming. Double up.
To throw on second and 6. Goff. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Jumper.
There's Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short gain.
Go. Now you won.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I'm coming after you.
Again, Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. The Lions' passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Check 26, check 26.
First down.
Goff now looking to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creep.
Goff throwing again. Williams brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Lions took a flyer on Williams, who played 4 years with the Chargers and 2 more with the Raiders. Missed all of 2020 with a shoulder injury. Trying to get back in form. Grabs one there for a first down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Know your job.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. In your face.
Super.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And
Let's go,
run
baby.
back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's
From the gun, it's Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
Running the counter with Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir.
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Draw play here, Lance hands to Mostert. And tough slotted. They'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate separate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Single. Watch 19, watch 19.
Quick pass out to Miller. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, here's Gone. Those passes are intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Mike, 44. It's out here.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, it's Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
44, Mike, 44.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play outside of deep. Don't let him
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
48 for Mike.
They gonna use some therapy over here.
They hand it off to Mostert. He will push his way down to about the 14. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
From the top, 3 out.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Watch the screen. Twist.
Here's Sermon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Man, I got you. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34.
Down Mostert off the read option. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
44 to Mike. Coming to you.
Lance on the keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
37, Lions 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, it's Corey Valentine. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. All day.
Value three.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Now it's Swift. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 50, it's gone. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting him inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shell.
57 to Mike.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Mike, 57.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Lions, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check nickel.
Now it's gone. Flush to his right. Diving for the end zone. The ball's knocked out. And scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I'm coming after you.
Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. A win would be their first of the young season. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Let's go, D.
5.
Blue down.
Back to throw. Gone. Well, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. They will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
Two times. Hey. We got three. Three down. Mike's 50. Drop deep.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Slice, 97. Smith, red.
Undercrunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
We want it. Come to my world. 44. Mike, 44. Watch the curl.
Second down, here's Mostert again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 5 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
You must be dreaming.
And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, it's a victory in the debut of Trey Lance as an NFL quarterback. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.